That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So is there not even like a reward for 100%ing it all the way?
No, just for getting all the jiggies.
Oh. Okay.
And the satisfaction of being done with Banjo-Tooie. We finally get to
Yeah.
play nuts and bolts.
That's the point of this, Fred, yeah.
Yeah. There needs to be a positive LP of nuts and bolts.
I will ruin that.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know.
You'll like it. It's a good game.
I don't know if that's a guarantee.
And our health bar is complete. She lied to us.
Oh.
So man, apprenticeships for this are long since she was also in charge of Honeycombs way back when in Grunty's Revenge.
Yeah? Seems like she's having fun though.
Yeah. Having a horny time in there.
Yeah. As per usual.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna actually enter any of these cheats because they're all the more cheaty ones.
Okay. You gotta keep it honest.
Yeah. One of them would have been useful for me. Me specifically.
Right. It's the Ashley code.
Yeah. Fall proof. That's the one that would have been good for me. Honeyback regions, your honeycomb. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. You nearly fucking did it again.
You know.
Oh,
Also, I forgot jukebox is one we should actually enter and show off.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fall proof would have been pretty handy for me, but at this point, there's no real need for it. There's also other cheats in the game you can get, like Madame Grunty in Witchy World can give you a handful if you're really lucky.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually how you unlocked Jiggy Tips originally, because Jiggy Tips were not a built-in thing; they were signs behind
Mm-hmm.
what's his name? The Jiggy Man. You know the man.
Yeah, I know the guy.
I keep wanting to call him Mick Jiggy, but that's a joke they make.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just put them in for this remake, which is good, because it kind of needs them. Jukebox.
Alright. That's not a cheat.
Yeah, it's just a fun extra for getting all the Cheeto pages.
Alright.
I'm not even bothering to waste time entering the other
Ooh.
ones.
Yeah, still
Yeah.
a hassle.
Alright, so now there's 2 more things we need to do. go check out the jukebox and look at our special surprise video in cinema mode.
It does not end.
This game is loaded with content. This game alone.
Holy shit.
We started in like
Yeah.
November, I think, so not that long, but a little while.
Jesus, what a long... Oh god, Nuts and Bolts is gonna be longer.
Yep. It's a little bit more varied, though, I think.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, it's the sound test.
Okay, cool.
Banjo's theme.
Oh, it's just the, like, loading.
It's Banjo's theme.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Oh,
why it
God.
showed Jolly there. Let's exit this game.
Yeah, let's get the hell out.
I don't know why I'm so amused by that angle on Banjo.
It's about to head out.
Alright, let's go to cinema mode. Check this out. Just 12 and a half hours.
Just 12 and a half.
Yeah.
And I was there for all of it, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This is our special reward.
2 movies. It's so weird to think that they were so front-loaded. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah. Do we care to watch the entire character parade?
Is it actually just a very slow scroll of all the
It
characters?
is an exhaustingly slow cast roll.
I guess this is a good time to think about our final thoughts on... Or not final, but like almost final thoughts on Banjo-Tooie, because there's not much game left.
Sure, that sounds good. And this will just be our background for it. They're showing everybody.
Oh yeah, all of them. This game was probably too long.
Yeah, that's a real problem. Like, that's why I really like Banjo-Kazooie better. It's really tight and concise, and it has everything you need, you just get, you know? You go to a level,
Yeah.
you finish the level, and you leave, and you don't have to come back, which it's nice to come back to an extent, but with 8 levels, and all of them are the size of like 3 Banjo-Kazooie levels taped together,
Yeah.
there's a lot in this game.
It was fun, definitely. It's just, I think at a certain point, it kind of like didn't keep its personality up.
Hmm.
I think another big problem, especially like with Grunt Industries, is it lacks the Banjo personality, kind of.
Yeah, like the further into the game
Doesn't
you get,
really have those fun characters.
yeah, the further into the game you get, the more it's just like, yeah, it's another level. Like, you'll notice that this character parade is getting shorter and shorter each world that we go through.
Yeah, and that's a really big problem.
Like, there's the only real character in Hailfire Peaks is Saberman, and I guess Boggy, but he's from the first game, so I don't know if he counts.
He doesn't do anything either.
Yeah.
He's like just a fun little Easter egg. You don't really interact with him, really.
Yeah, you give him a fish, and he vomits out a Jiggy.
Like, I think Jolly Rogers Lagoon is probably like one of the last levels that has a bunch of characters and dialogue in it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, it's like a platformer collectathon type affair, but I think it's still important for what the Banjo game is going for to have like character and dialogue and just fun fluff like that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, something that people really love about these games are the writing, and that's actually a complaint with Nuts and Bolts, is a lot of people felt like the writing wasn't as good as the previous games.
Mm-hmm.
But, we'll get to that when we get to it. But, yeah, there's just a lot of, like, emptiness to this game, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it feels just like it's a game. It's playing itself straight. You go level to level.
Hmm.
And I don't think Banjo-Kazooie ever totally like lived and died on the merits of its game design.
Yeah, like, I really like the design of the world in, like, Banjo-Kazooie. I think that game is super fun to play, but a lot of what really makes me love this series is the charm. And this game has
Yeah.
charm. It's just the further into the game you get, more the more distant those charm points become from one another.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's genuinely a weird. It's a weird suggestion, but I think the game could have honestly benefited from like more story just shoved in somewhere or more character
Hmm.
pushed in.
And that's actually something I've heard
Like,
from more than just you. Like, it's not really that weird of a suggestion because that's what people love these games for. They love the writing. Rareware are pretty funny people a lot of the time when they want to be.
yeah. I think. Yeah, they should have had more fun. They should have written more.
And there is, the story is front and backloaded, so there will be more to that once we go to the final level.
Yeah. That is good. It's just. I could have used a lot more in that middle bit.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I like this. We're only like halfway through the game with the scroll.
Skippy. I think the like more transformations was neat until they didn't really end up mattering too much.
Yeah, there's a lot of the time where they just don't use the transformations for anything. Like, Pterodactyland is probably the biggest offender of just you use the transformation for 2 things total, and then you're done. And that
Yeah,
one
and I
even
think
had
the
2 transformations, and neither of them are used.
Yeah, I think just genuinely breaking up the monotony of the gameplay would have gone a long way if they just had more fun little transformations. Like Witchy World was fun. I liked the truck.
Hmm.
I don't know if you did too much with it still, but it was fun how it like fundamentally changed the way you interacted with enemies and you like ran them over.
Yeah, and they fled from you
That was
even.
fun. Yeah. It was like it felt more game changing than the T-Rex in a way, which is,
Hmm.
you know. I wanted to see more Gobi because he finally got his lava world.
Yeah, he finally got to the lava world, and then we just stomp him once, and it's over.
Yeah, that's like such a good shtick that like you're carrying over from the last game. You've been building it up for like years, and you finally put the lava world in.
Hmm.
Look, it's Gobi.
There he is.
Do more with him.
Yeah. It's been so long that he's grown
Yeah.
a big beard, and that's a funny gag.
Yeah. Probably could have done more with those ice cubes too. It's like what they do. It's funny still, 'cause it's like morbid and stuff.
Yeah, they exist only for you to just
Probably.
kill them and get tiny trinkets.
Maybe they could have like run the gag into the ground a bit more and had like, "Here's my son."
Mhm.
just have them all die in like increasingly elaborate ways or something.
Yeah. Also, whenever he shows up in here, Mr. Fit is an actual new character they introduce in this game who shows up in later games even. Like
Oh,
Mr. Fit's in Nuts and Bolts. And he's probably more of a character there than he is here, honestly.
yeah, I would have liked. And Ninjago was a good idea. That was a really good idea.
Well, Cloud Cocoa Land was one of the better levels. Master Jiggy Wiggy, that's his name. Yeah, Cloud Cocoa Land felt like a Banjo-Kazooie level, just bigger.
Yeah, that was good. Imagine if they had I forgot his name already. Robot Mumbo 2 fight, like another fight of that. That would have been fun. Maybe there will be in the final level, but I think like even turning him into a running gag would have been fun.
Yeah. I also do like him as just like a moment of why are there two Mumbos? What is going on?
Yeah, that was really good. Granted, you could probably still have that and have oh god, Bottle's family. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember how good that whole moment was?
That extremely
Remember
morbid, horrible moment. That's amazing.
Yeah. It's really good. There should be more of that.
Yeah. Oh, Royston.
They should have had like Bottles in hell.
Yeah.
Poor Klungo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like your recurring boss fight. What if you had to? What if you had to help Klungo for a jiggy or something?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Dudes, I didn't know that thing had a name.
Oh, that's adorable.
I've never watched this because it's like 10 hours long.
That's cute. I think Jam Jar should have talked way less.
Yeah, I think it would have been better if Banjo and Kazooie talked a little bit in places where he like chimes in to read signs to you and stuff.
Yeah, I think Banjo and Kazooie should have like way more agency and done way more of the reading and talking to each other and stuff.
Like how that one time in Cloud Cocoa Land that happens.
Yeah. And then it's the final level, so of course it never happens again.
Yeah, and it only happens the one time. You pick up a bean, and it's like, huh, I found a bean. It's like, why the hell did Banjo say this?
Yeah. Mumbo Jumbo?
Yeah. What about him?
Mumbo
Did you not know his last name?
No, I didn't.
Yep. Well, that's it. There's the character parade.
I guess that's it.
I guess while we're in here, you can refight all the bosses if you want, and it tracks your time. And if you beat every single boss in the game with a combined total of less than 15 minutes, that's a Stop and Swap 2 challenge. I'm not going to do that because I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
It's actually extremely strict. You can replay all the minigames in here if you want to.
There's a lot of them.
Yep. Over here is multiplayer, which I can't do. I only have one controller. Yeah. So, yeah, next time we'll actually finish this game. This kind of feels like a final episode, but there's still more to do.
Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna need to find something to talk about during the actual credits now.
We'll have stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
I've got my jokes.
Oh, yeah. See you around.
See ya.